Hello, FinTech attendees. My name is Josh Elohim. I'm with Back9 Insurance. I will be your speaker for today. We created some technology called Quote and Apply. This is the first ever multi-carrier, agent and/or consumer-facing e-application for life insurance. I know it's a mouthful, but in essence, we give you a link, a landing page, a website. It allows you or your client to run life insurance quotes in seconds and then apply in minutes. Everything I'm going to show you today is 100% complimentary. I hate the word free. There's no value in free, but we do not charge you $1 for any of the software. So here's how it looks. I put my client's first and last name in, and then I ask you some really difficult questions, right? I'll pick on myself. You put your client's health in, so preferred best, all the way down to 1 heart, which is a low standard rating. In the past, we just used to ask a smoker, non-smoker question, but as we know, people are smoking different things now, right? So the question is, what are you smoking? How often are you smoking it? You can also say never. Another big thing that knocks you out of your preferred best category is height, weight. So if you're 5'9", 300 pounds, you're not going to get the best health class. So it's also a personal question. You can skip it. I put in my client's date of birth, and minus us talking here, you see how fast you get rates? So here's $1 million, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40-year term. We've realized that millennials have no patience, right? They want it, and they want it right now. But guess who else doesn't have patience? Older people. They've been around the block. So really no one has patience anymore. So we're just trying to give people what they want and it helps them make a decision faster. So here's $1 million, 10, all those options there. It's showing the lowest cost, just a heads up. This is great, Josh, but I don't need $1 million. I actually need $2 million. I move my mouse. See how fast that updates? How about 10 million? Very easy to use, very interactive. Just a heads up, we've integrated recently with Redtail, their CRM software. So if you're a user, you have access to this right now. You just go into your integration tab, and you can activate your account by putting in your NPN number. And this is what it will look like. Also, if you have other CRM software that you're using, we'd love the chance to partner as well there. Just let us know what the software is. We do have a few relationships in the works right now. You can also put this right onto your website. So here's a financial planner who I framed and white labeled this technology into his own website. So there's a real good visual there for you. So I'm going to pick my company. I hit the next button. So there it is. Remember we talked about multi-carrier? So there's the cheapest company first. Now watch this. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. You have 15 different options for some of the best carriers out there to pick from. But people think because this is so easy, it's only for small policies. Here's a $40 million policy. I can make changes down here if I want to. Let's go back down to $1 million here. So that's how simple it is to use the software. So we also can go to the permanent side here, and we have a plethora of permanent products here, from guaranteed UL, universal life, protection IUL, we have accumulation, and we also have whole life. If you go below 40,000, we also have final expense. So I pick my company, I hit the next button. It's actually running a permanent illustration right now as we speak. Normally we have to run this ourselves and it takes a while. So to be able to do this right in front of your client, there you go. So now we have John Hancock, protection nationwide. So we have permanent products here for you. Now I can go to this show details. Look how much information I have here about this. My death benefit, my month, my premium, how many days does it take on average for underwriting? We got product guides here. You name it, it's here. This is great, Josh, but I actually want to make some changes. So long-term care is a big issue for a lot of people, especially with all these baby boomers, right? And for financial planners, you have to protect your assets under management as well. So I can actually add a long-term care rider right here. I just click on it. I don't want to pay forever here at 85. Is there any other payment options? Well, there is. I can do different methods. Let's go with a 10 pay. Now that I've seen what this is per million, I actually need 4 million. I just put my number in here. And I just hit the rerun button. Again, never in the history of our business have you, the agent, been able to pivot so quickly right in front of your client here. So Zoom is great for this. You see how fast that was? Again, it gives me the cheapest option first. I can make more changes, or I can say, you know what? I've heard of John Hancock. I like them. What's next? But normally you pull out your 50, 60, 70 page paper application, and the client has a heart attack and dies on the spot, and there goes your case. Well, now you can just simply hit this apply button. So there you go. I'm in the application now. My client puts in their email and phone number. When I hit this next button, two very important things are going to happen. Whatever email you put in, that client's going to receive an email. So technically you could walk away and let them finish themselves. If you're using a software like Zoom, you could just keep going. Let's say you take your link and you put it on social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, or you create a website like I showed you. If that person clicks in there and applies, you want to know about it, right? So you also get an email as well. So I put the first part of my address in here. You see all the information just auto-populated. We pull from the computer's IP address, which is scary and cool at the same time. Is this person employed? It might be no. Well, give us a reason why. If they are, okay, perfect. We'll just say B9 for back 9. We'll do sales. I put in my company address. You see all the information again auto-populates. Who's going to own this policy? Will the insured be the owner? If no, will it be a business, a trust, or individual? People think that buy, sell, and key man policy are really, really sophisticated, but it's really just the only difference is the ownership. We're also set up for 1035. So let's say that that person will be the owner. Okay, who's going to be the beneficiary? Same thing, trust, business, individual. Just to make it easy, I'll say Mrs. Doe. We'll say that's the wife. We'll go next. You can add a contingent beneficiary here to back up the primary if you'd like to. Let's keep going. At this point, some income, some assets, some liabilities. Just a heads up, if you go through a company like Redtail, this information auto-populates, saving you even more time, making this even easier. If the client isn't existing life insurance, I would just add the policy right here. Let's say no for now. By a raise of hands, which I can't see, how many people have waited for APSs forever? What a nightmare, right? We have a built-in system here, this portal here, where you can actually launch it on the spot here. And I can actually put in my doctor's information, pick my facility. If it's not there, I go ahead and type it in. Let's say it was Kaiser. Out here in California, we call it the kiss of death. It's like 3 months for records. Your client can put in their username and their password. When they hit the connect button, we're able to pull those medical records instantaneously right on the spot. Absolute game changer. If it's not the end of the world if you say no right now, because guess what? A week goes by, we're going to ask for the records the same way. If I didn't put my height, weight in the beginning, I have to put it in now, but now you see how it shows you, it puts you into the right health class there. Most of the information is going to be no here for the questions, so I'll just run through this. I did have one agent from New York say, can we get one button that says no for everything and call it a day? I was like, I love where you're coming from. The carriers will never go for that. Sounds really good though. Again, this is Life with LTC. We just answered all the medical questions. If I wanted to, I can actually plug in my routing number, my account number. It doesn't bill you right now unless it does say on there. And then if not, at least you can lock it in so you have to go back and ask for it again. By a raise of hands, which I can't see, how many people have had issues with exams? What an absolute nightmare, right? So now, based on whatever zip code you put in, this is a live calendar from exam 1 to book your times. We are available in all 50 states. So I pick my day, I pick my time, I hit the next button. We just booked the exam. It was that easy. Client gets a calendar invite right to their calendar, so don't forget. Examiner calls the client as well. So I have 2 options here to wrap this up. I can either sign via email or I can hit sign now. So if you're using Zoom, you would do you could hit sign now. If the client's doing this 100% by themselves, you can also hit sign now. Let's say we get past this pandemic here and you can see your clients face to face, you would hit sign now as well. So again, all the information here is auto-populated to the application. And we have DocuSign, cherry on top of the sundae here. Look at this, folks. A 60 or 70 page application done in about 2 minutes and 58 seconds. I'm sure you're probably familiar with DocuSign. You adopt your signature, and then you just point and click. So when I say you can sell life insurance from home, I was not really exaggerating. We're doing this right now as we speak. This is the illustration. Sign there, hit finished. Welcome to the future where life insurance is heading. We're truly excited to help speed up the life insurance process and make it easy. I'm really looking forward to working with each and every one of you. Please come see me at my booth. Here is my contact information if you want to give me a call. But again, I'm really looking forward to the opportunity to help you to make life easier selling life insurance. Thank you for your time again and have a blessed day.